What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to bring you guys some more regs, full gameplay in Madden 22. So if you enjoy this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So I appreciate all you guys that are still checking out my content. Truly, it means a lot to me. But real quick, I want to show you guys my website for those of y'all that haven't seen it already. All things Madden will be the future for the Madden community. This is so much more than your standard ebook website. This website right here is designed for everything that you love to do in Madden. We know you love tournaments. We know you love to play CFLs. We have money CFLs. We have free CFLs. We even give you reward points for shopping on our website. There's also an amazing feature that we put on there called Request an ebook. Now, this is the exact process that you'll go through when you actually check out, and we also offer a number of payments. So go ahead and head over to allthingsmadden.com to see what all the hype is about. Alright, man, so I actually don't know exactly what I'm going to be doing as far as my gameplay. I'm actually going and logging on now. So for those of you guys that don't know, my last video, I went on my Rage Rail account and I just started playing the game because I wanted to find an offense that I like for Madden 23. So that's kind of what I'm using this series as, and I want to also be transparent with you guys as well, because you know a lot of times YouTubers aren't transparent. You know, they just show you the gameplay. They don't really show you the record. They don't show you the wins, the losses. So this is kind of what this is for, honestly, because I don't know what you guys' opinion of me are, but you know, I know how transparent I am, so this is just why I'm doing it. So just want to show you guys something. So I am 16-9 still. You see right there, we do have you know, we're on a little 4-game win streak, but I was on a 3-game win streak when I started this video, well, when I started the series. So you can tell this is the last person I just played. So I just wanted to show you this so you can actually see that I am holding everything accountable. So this is how I'll be starting my video. So we're gonna go to depth chart. Now, I'm actually not gonna do a live gameplay, but I will do a full gameplay because I don't really like doing live gameplays just because of editing purposes. Because it's a lot easier and a lot faster just to show you guys the edits and the cuts and just me talking over it. So I was trying to think if I want to actually run trio offset or if I want to run the empty formation out of Arizona playbook. But I think what I'm gonna do is until we actually lose with this scheme, then that's when I'm actually going to go ahead and switch. So that's maybe how I do it to keep everything nice. So if we lose with a scheme, then I'm just going to basically switch schemes, so you guys could just keep seeing stuff, because I don't want my channel to get all boring to where I'm just basically showing you know just strictly gameplay and you guys are seeing the same formation, the same plays, the same setups, you know, stuff like that. So I don't want my channel to be like that, you know. So I want you guys to always be able to find value and to learn something out of this. So now I already showed you guys in the last video exactly how I set up my router, so I'm just kind of quickly going through it. So if you want to look, you more than definitely can. So I like to actually make sure I have speed, so we're actually going to grab not him, we're actually gonna put Avery in, where's he at? Anthony Avery, there we go. So we're gonna put him in. I like having him at my free safety spot. I like leaving Chuck Clark. I already told you guys why about that. But if you wasn't here for the last video, essentially, I like hit power. I like a little bit of, I like speed and hit power, but I'm willing to sacrifice a little speed so I can have that hit power. So we're gonna put Marquise Brown there. Third running back, I like to put my starting running back on my third and my power. That's just me preferably. I don't usually mess with slots. Now, I like putting my starting linebacker in the third position, and then from here, we're actually going to go and take Stevenson and put him in right here, and then we're actually going to take Tony Jefferson, and then we're going to put him at the number 2 spot. So that's how I like to do my sub linebackers, so I can have the safeties in there. So now slot cornerbacks, I like to go ahead and take Dorsey right here, and then either Seymour or Jimmy Smith. It all just depends. So we'll go we'll put Jimmy Smith right there. Alright, so we're all good right there. Now, what I'm actually going to play this game, but I'm not going to play it live, so I'll just kind of take you through it real quick. I'll let you know, see it loaded and everything, then it's actually going to cut, and then we'll actually start the gameplay here in a second. So we're actually going to go to Ravens playbook. So we are the Ravens right here. So we're actually going to go to the Giants offense, New York Giants offense, and me personally, I like to play out of multiple D. Well, it just depends. Lately, I've been out of multiple D for a little while, but if I'm not in multiple D, then I am in Miami Dolphins, and that's really just so I can have 1-4-6, or I may show you guys that 3-4 even defense. Ooh, I'm gonna do that next time. If I remember, I'm gonna show you the 3-4 even defense, but that's gonna be in the Falcons playbook. But anyways, let me go ahead and put this color rush, boom. And I think that should save everything. I hope so. I'll be so mad if it's in the Ravens offensive playbook, but I don't think that's what the case is going to be. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here, and then we're going to jump right into gameplay. All right, man. So here we go with some gameplay. Now, you guys see we are rocking the Ravens. Now, keep in mind, I actually recorded this after I did my intro and everything. That's why I have a different shirt on, because it actually is the new day. So how I'm doing it, like I told you guys, is I'm recording the first part before I play, and then after that, I usually go ahead and play, and then I'll normally edit and stuff whenever I find the time to, because actually, believe it or not, I'm actually really busy. Because Madden, I actually love Madden, but I don't dedicate a ton of time to it. I actually have a lot going on, but I'll explain all that here in a second. I just kind of want to explain this in context. So normally when I match up with the same team, no matter what that team is, normally me personally, I like to go ahead and send a friendly quit, because I'd rather not play against the same team. I like to just feel somewhat realistic when I play this game. So I normally set friendly quits and accept it. Cool if they don't, okay. But in this case, he actually did accept it. He feels the same way. So we actually loaded up into another game. So yeah, man, I actually do a lot of stuff, if you guys don't know. So those of you guys that are my OGs, I actually still do substitute, because yes, I do substitute teach. You guys might be looking at me like, bro, you substitute? But yeah, you know, it was honestly easy money, and actually I grew to start liking it, to be honest with you, because I found myself being good at teaching. That's why I do enjoy making content, because I do find myself being pretty good at teaching and sharing my knowledge. So that's why, you know, sub is actually kind of cool, because I actually got to teach. Because sometimes what would happen is teachers would get sick over a long period of time, and they'll be like, hey, can you long-term sub? Which means that essentially I'm pretty much like a teacher in that aspect. And normally I like to sub, I don't really like to sub kids, so I like to sub like 7th, 8th, and on up. You know, normally, preferably, I would like to sub 9th grade and up, but you know, I'm okay with 7th graders, kind of teaching them the ropes and stuff like that, and you know, helping them out, giving them advice, and you know, teaching them when I get the chance, man. So I do substitute. I'm actually currently getting another job. I was working overnights at Home Depot, but now I'm kind of getting another job. Basically, I'm about to be working for the government. As far as like census, so if you guys know what the census are, they basically just ask you a bunch of questions, survey questions and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I'm be doing. I'm actually got training. As soon as I get done with this video, I have training to do on that. So got that going. And also these are actually just, so these jobs that I have, even YouTube, this is kind of just to help me pay the bills and everything, because what I'm really doing is actually setting myself up to actually be a full-time entrepreneur. So I actually have a current business I run, which is a mobile wash and detail business, but surprisingly, that's not what I'm about to focus my attention on. So that's just kind of extra money, which actually is really easy extra money. So if you guys are ever thinking about how to actually get extra money, I highly recommend you do like some type of wash and detail service, or even just washing cars. Just make you a little website, honestly, or if you don't want to make a website, right there he throws a nice dot. But or if you don't want to make a website, I recommend you just kind of making a Facebook page, and then just handle all your bookings on Facebook page if you don't want to make a website. But making a website is the best way to go. Yeah, so everybody can always use their car washed, you know, so that's the good way to think about it. Now, because there's a lot of people who don't want to wash some cars themselves, maybe they're too old, you know, maybe just don't want to deal with it, and it's honestly easy money though, to be real. But anyways, that's one of the little businesses I have, but that's actually me and my business partner. So I'm thinking about just kind of letting him take over, because I run the majority of the business. He just kind of agrees with whatever I suggest. Like, you know, he thinks about it and stuff. But normally, it's, you know, I was the one who kind of put it together, and then he just was, you know, he was there with me, so we just did it together, if that makes sense. So, yeah, so that's kind of like my philosophy on that. So I really don't want to I don't want to make that my main source of income with me being an entrepreneur. So I actually have another business idea I'm working on right here. Also, to the gameplay real quick, I meant to put that guy that I put in soft squat, I meant to put him in a hard flat, and I paid dearly for it. I normally like to put that cornerback, I never will put that cornerback in a soft squat, simply because if he runs a streak, then I'm pretty much going to be double teaming him for no reason. So that was definitely my bad. I definitely did not mean to do that. But anyways, what I wanted to talk about too is that I have a new business that business idea that I'm exploring. So in my town or city that I live in, we only have about 11,000 people according to the census, and this neighboring town actually has 23,000. And surprisingly, they don't have any type of transportation services that's available in any of those two towns. So the one I live in and the one that's neighboring. So I was like, okay, well, what if I actually create a transportation business where I could be able to transport people inside each city and then to and from each city, because both cities are about 15 minutes apart from each other. So that's kind of my philosophy on it. So that's actually what I'm working on right now currently. But I'm using these 9 to 5s to kind of make sure I pay the bills so I can actually afford to actually truly invest in this business idea that I have. So it's a little scary, honestly. So if you guys don't know, it's honestly scary being an entrepreneur because you just don't know. But the thing is that you attack that fear head on, and you just don't be afraid to take risks. And that's just kind of what I'm learning, you know. So I'm learning how to be risky, you know, in a way. And you can also play it out to Madden too about being risky, because there's a lot of risky defenses right there. I probably should have played a little bit better risky defense because he just, you know, throw an RPO right there for a touchdown. But yeah, man, that's kind of what I'm working on, you know. So it's kind of like overwhelming a little bit, not overwhelming like in a bad way, but it's like I'm actually having to plan all this, you know. And like it's kind of cool because it's letting me see exactly like how to do it, you know. So like literally everything. So from, you know, the budgets, from what I can where I can get the money from, because what I'm learning right now is not so much about what I can afford, it's what do I need for my business, you know. Like what do I need, because I learned that you can get money, you know, like you can get a loan, you can get, you know, grants, you can get all that. You just need to figure out how you're gonna do it. Right there, I think that was bull. I remember when that play happened, that actually did like frustrate me. I wasn't mad or nothing, but I was like, bro, the one time that I get this perfect lane, they're just gonna choose to do that. But yeah, man, honestly, it's kind of nerve-wracking, kind of exciting, you know. So that's honestly what I've been working on. The reason I'm telling you guys this, because I don't know how my channel's gonna be going forward. Now obviously I'm still gonna be putting out content and everything, still gonna be doing all that. I just, you know, I just don't know how much of my workload I'll be able to handle, you know. So because right now I'm putting out videos every other day, so basically what, 3-4 times a week, essentially. It all depends on how the weeks fall. So sometimes it's 3 videos a week, sometimes it's 4. Well, it'd be like 3 videos, then 4 videos, then 3 videos, then 4 videos. So that's normally how it goes. So I don't know if I'll be able to continue to keep doing that. More than likely, I will do my absolute best, you know, because I really do enjoy making videos. But right there, I was 10 out of 10 throwing it to X. Not even gonna lie to y'all, because even though it was cover 3, it looked like it was open to me. And like I said, that play is just extreme. I don't know why that play is so glitchy, honestly. I have no idea. Between that play and PA crossers and all the setups you can do out of PA crossers, this is just why I like this offense. Just really these 2 plays, you know. That's why I thought about doing a different offense, maybe, but it's just that these 2 plays are just so good, you know. Like they're just really that hard to stop. It's right there. I probably could have threw square, but just decided to check it down right there to Marquise Brown. But like I said, man, if you have him at tight end, you know, I mean, you have 98 speed, just, you know, just flying past you. What do you do, you know? And then I thought about really running this with the Chiefs, y'all. That's kind of what I thought, because man, think about it. You got Tyreek Hill, you got Miko, you got I believe it's Pringle, who's 91 speed. So we have those 3 people that we're gonna have out there. Oh, actually we'll have 4. So we have Pringle, and we have what's the boy name? I don't even remember his name right now, but right there, like I said, that's just from Marquise Brown. That's Marquise Brown, you know. And Lamar, you know, putting on the money, but that throw should not be open. But that's only open because of who we have at tight end. That is legit the only reason that was open. You can tell right there, it definitely was a pass lead right there. That's why I threw it. So right here, I'm actually double teaming in, and I'm actually praying that he doesn't blitz that outside guy right there. And of course he does. So at this point, I know I was kind of screwed. So I was trying to just wait for something. I should have just rode out the opposite way and just tried to beat him with speed. But sometimes I forget I have Lamar. To be honest with you guys, I don't really, you know, because I don't really use my quarterbacks like that. Yeah, I don't really use my quarterbacks like that. It's right there. 110% my fault. I tried to just get too aggressive because I tried to get a tackle for a loss instead of just tracking him down. But you guys seen the gap though, right? So maybe you guys would have made the same decision. I don't know, but I remember I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, I probably should have just went outside. But the hole was there, you know. The hole was there. It's just, you know, sometimes you just don't get the fortunate animation. And man, when you're playing the 49ers, this is just what you have to expect. Is honestly, y'all. Another thing I want to bring up randomly too. You guys probably hear my game beeping like crazy. Maybe the music might tone it out a little bit, but I definitely need to get a new system. But I've been trying to wait, man, because I could get a PS5 if I want one. Like so basically on Twitter, I'm actually following this page that actually put out bots. So they put out bots on Amazon, they put out bots on Walmart, Best Buy, and I believe somewhere else they put out bots. So what the bots do, they crawl the websites pretty much, and they look for as right there, we are going to be all over that. He's going to throw us just I don't even know why he throws that, but you know, anyways, basically these bots, they actually crawl the websites and they look for the websites that's gonna post the PS5 or whatever, like when they have it available. Because as soon as they post it to have it available, they send like a notification to like that Twitter account, and then they post like, hey, this is just available, go buy it. And I follow it, you know, so I see it all the time, like different PS5s like that I can buy. But I'm trying to wait, and like I said, I'm trying to wait until they're in stores for everybody, honestly, because the problem is, it's right there. This is why I love Lamar Jackson too, because the play that I want, if the route that I want is not open, I always have the option to run, because almost nobody can guard Lamar Jackson on this game. Almost nobody, almost no spy, you know, unless you're really smart with that spy. But anyways, man, this is Twitter. I mean, I may link it. If you guys want that, just let me know in the comments, and I'll probably just link it to the person's Twitter account. But yeah, they literally crawls every single website that sells a PS5, and then they just kind of give alerts to which website has it available. That's pretty much what it does. So yeah, so like I could buy it anytime, but like I said, I want to wait till it's available for all of y'all, because I know a lot of you guys are on next gen, but there's a whole lot more that's on current gen, you know. So I know there's a lot on next gen, but there's also a lot on current, just because it's hard to get, you know. So like, unless you know those specific Twitter accounts to where you can crawl them, or if you just want to overpay, you know, like by like $300, then yeah, you'll get one, you know. But for those of you guys that are like me and just sensible and just don't want to shell out money for no reason, you know, that's why I haven't. I just didn't want to shell out the money for no reason, because there's so many of you guys that are still on current gens. Right there, I missed Square Read. I knew I had all day, so I was just kind of playmaker, and that's honestly why I did that. But anyways, yeah, I just don't want to shell out the money, that's all. And I want to wait until, like I said, it's in stores, because then when it gets in stores for everybody, pretty much at that point, everybody will switch to next gen at that point. And so it would make no sense for me to be on current gen. So I'm just still on current gen, because there's not that many content creators that are making current gen, you know, current gen stuff. So that's why I chose to be on current gen still. So yeah, man, when they make it more available, I will definitely make that switch. That's just how I feel about that. If you guys are on next gen already, you know, I've played next gen, so basically my best friend actually has next gen, so that's how I know about next gen. So it's not like I just don't know things about next gen. I just choose to not, you know, I just choose not to, that's all, because I can always go by his house, and I do. So like, I go by his house, I play a couple games on, you know, his little next gen whenever he's home. Man, I love some water, man. What's y'all guys' favorite water? And y'all better be drinking water too, so don't sit up here and act like y'all don't drink water. I hope you do at least, because mine is this Ozarka, man. They need to go ahead and sponsor me as much as I drink them, man, because I love me some water. I ain't gonna lie to you. I drink water religiously, well, and then my girl drinks it even more religiously than me. But I actually love, so I drink like water, I drink tea, but I don't drink everybody's tea. I literally just drink, it might be a southern thing, but like I said, I drink green tea. Yeah, I know. I drink green tea though, since it's a lot healthier. And that's pretty much all I drink. I drink water, green tea, and then I also drink I drink the Arizona. I know the Arizona watermelon. Man, I love those. So I get like the jug of those. So that's all I drink. I drink that. And then if I'm working out or something, I drink like Powerade or something, you know. So, or when I have the chance to drink Powerade, that's pretty much all I drink now. So I don't really drink like too much. I mean, besides alcohol, you know, you know, I gotta take shots and everything. So I thought about doing like a little drunk stream or something, or just like a video where I'm playing live and I'm actually taking shots for, you know, whatever reason. So I thought about doing something like that, man, but one thing I learned about me though, I do not make the best decisions. I mean, it's to be expected though, but I don't make the best decisions when it comes to Madden as far as like drinking. Cause I think on Madden 20, I actually did a drunk stream. I want to say it was Madden 20, and Jesus, I was winning, I was doing good. I don't know how, but man, normally it's so, you know, cause like your decision making is just gonna be impaired, you know. So like I said, for example, you probably should have threw the drag route, but just because you're drinking, you're like, you know, F it, you just throw like just the most dumbest pass, you know. So yeah, man. I remember I had a lot of fun. I know some of you guys want me to stream. I thought about it, but sorry, just had to do some of this great bomb water. But I know some of you guys asked me about streaming, and honestly, I really want to. I gotta figure out like what time slots I want to dedicate to doing that. Honestly, that's the hardest part that I'm trying to figure out, because like I said, I honestly do have a lot going. I keep myself extremely busy, more than I give myself credit for. And my nose is kind of stocked up, but I give myself a lot less than what I deserve. Honestly, well, how did I just phrase it? I don't remember how I phrased it, but anyway, I don't know, man. I want to stream. I just can't decide, how I want to do it just yet. As right here, I thought my opponent was going to hit that tight end route, but we just played great defense, and I don't understand why he didn't throw the ball out. There was nothing there. Don't understand why he held on to it. I think he was looking downfield, just didn't realize I was that close to him, but that was actually a really terrible decision by my opponent. So really make sure you guys watch these next series of plays, because this is going to kind of be a guide to what not to do, for both me on my side and my opponent's side right here. So right here, my opponent's actually about to make a really, really great play, so make sure you are watching this. So right here, I decided to play man with, a cloud right there, just typical, just kind of playing, kind of lurking. Now, he swerved my guy out the way, and I was not able to reposition him like I tried to. Had it been a deeper pass, I would have been able to put my guy back on track, but actually a really great job by my opponent swerving right there. Now, swerve catching used to be extremely overrated on, I believe that was Madden, 19? I want to say it was Madden 19 where swerve catching was just unstoppable. And I think that was also when the rocket catch was there too, for those of you guys that remember the rocket catch. But right here, I thought I put a hard flat, but I should have called pass. If I'd have called pass, he most likely would have picked it off. But yeah, man, a great play by him to actually throw that. So it's 14-16, 18 seconds left, right? So when you play before the half, this is where you win or lose games a lot of times. It's the 2-minute warning, and it's the fourth quarter 2-minute warning. So right here, like I told you guys, this play is just that good, so you have to be aware that you can get bombed out of cover for a drop. Now I know it seems like a safe defense to play in real life. Yes, it is. It's a very safe defense to play in real life, but on Madden, you can't do that. You can't you got to put a deep pass out there. You have to, and he paid for it dearly. So keep this in mind. We are still in the second quarter, so there's a reason why we didn't go to halftime just yet, so right here, man, 6 seconds left. Realistically, you're probably not going to score a touchdown in 6 seconds, so I like the call right here just to run the ball, so we are going to tackle him. But why do you, what I kind of wonder is why you blow your timeout right there. You're on the 34-yard line. You have a long way to go, so it's not like you're on the 50, or something like that, to where you can maybe, throw a prayer pass up, so I don't like the call for the timeout. I don't like it at all. Look how far he has to get, So right here, I'm actually in the middle trying to back everybody up and put him in deep halves, but he did a great job of quick snap, but you just can't throw that, So right there, he did throw the pick. I know he's thinking like, okay, that's fine. I just have to make the tackle, but what you don't account for is what if you can't make the tackle? And now you just, you just really just threw the game away, honestly. Like, I don't like that call. That's why I told you guys to watch, because there's some of you guys that probably would have done the same thing he did. It's easy to say that, oh, hey, I wouldn't have done that, but if you think about it in context, how many of you guys have been greedy, right before half or something, like, oh, I want to score, I want to get some points on the board, so it's just why, you just, because playing like that, like I said, he might have lost the game doing that, because now that puts me up, 2 scores essentially. So it's like, why take the risk? So that's one thing I didn't like that he did. And also, I know I've been talking a lot and everything and not really talking about the gameplay, but let me know which one you guys prefer, man, because honestly, I'll probably end up doing both, because I want you to kind of see these setups and see why I choose, like, why I'm running what I'm running. Right there, I should have threw X. I was looking at triangle trying to be greedy, but I just didn't have it. Now right there, I should have threw a pick, because I was looking at triangle. I hit X for some stupid reason, because that's what I was reading in the first place was triangle, and I seen him break open. I hit X. I can't tell you how many times I do that. I didn't say how many times I do it, but I do it enough to where it's more annoying. Now, right here, we got a simple read option. Now, right here, I actually messed this up right here. So notice how we're supposed to keep it, and I actually gave it by accident because, like I said, I'm a little dyslexic. So I definitely should have gave it. So, but I noticed how much running room I had, so I decided to run the same play because I didn't think he'd be the run committing type. So right here, I'm noticing they want me to read the cornerback, so I read them, and and I decided to give it, and I'm like, okay, I can fight for 1 yard. You guys seen right there. I could have, it seemed like I could have just been able to push the pile for 1 yard, but Jesus Christ, And I swear, man, it looked like it was open. And I might have just, missed the gap, but to me, it looked like it was open. So, of course, in EA fashion, you guys know, man, in EA fashion, that's one thing I hate about Madden, honestly, in this, like Madden 22. If you guys go back and look, I don't know how to line it up any better than that. You know, I have no idea how to line it up any better with my user, and I just didn't get an animation, so I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. You know, I mean, maybe I'm supposed to. I mean, because I pressed X or something. I just literally got no animation whatsoever. Right there, that was my fault. I was trying to move my user some to be able to shoot that gap, but he definitely snapped it at the right time. But yeah, man, I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. That's one thing I hate about Madden. I hope on Madden 23 they fix that, because I feel like you should get some type of, you know, reward for putting your user in the best position to make the tackle, you know, and right now it's just not, that's just not the case, you know. So right here, very, very meta setup right here. All I'm looking for is between triangle and circle, so I'm going to see triangle right there in that gap. And we're actually going to swerve the guy and go down. So I noticed immediately you try to strip. So I was like, okay, because this game be on some bull sometimes. So let me go ahead and put that on conservative so we do not have to deal with that. So that's what I recommend you guys, just to pay attention. So if you notice somebody try to do a strip animation, or, you know, excuse me, hold on. Excuse me. I had to burp, I felt it. But if you notice somebody trying to strip you, please be smart and actually put that guy, we'll put your people on conservative. That would actually be the best thing to do. Now, I love this setup right here because it's going to read between triangle and square. You guys could tell he was using that purple, so I'm going to have that every single time, because that's the purple's responsibility, is that route right there. So, you know, just playing around with, you know, his user responsibilities. That's also how you can beat somebody. Make them have to use her with the computer will have to use her, and then you just make your read still accordingly. Now, right here, try to actually cut it all the way back right, but like I said, man, I just can never run the ball. You know, even on this next Madden, apparently they're supposed to make it even easier to run the ball, apparently. So they're supposed to let you be able to actually, you know, hit whatever gap you see that's open. Like, they're going to actually let you have control of your player to do it, supposedly. You know, I say supposedly because you really never know with EA. They say they're going to do it this way, and then it ends up being harder, or they end up patching something and it affects how things originally played. Now, right there, I was looking at square, but we just got literally bullied from the line. Well, my center did. The center and the guard just was unable to handle, you know, whoever is the D-tackle. I think it's Armstead might be the tackle. Well, excuse me, yeah, D-tackle. It might be him, but I'm not sure who it was. But I decided to do the same exact setup because it was open the first time, so I knew it was going to be open the second time. And right there, we are going to gain about almost 20 yards. So we are 9 for 11. 213 yards. So, and we really haven't been running, you know, just these crazy concepts. We've really just been running two plays, honestly, and we've been cycling through about what, maybe 3 setups maybe between those. And it's just, you know, you don't have to do that much. That's what's cool about this play. As right there, we finally get some fight out of J.K. Dobbins, man. I actually am curious to see what the Ravens are going to look like this year, like in actual football, since Marquise Brown's not going to be there. But they do have Bateman, who's supposed to actually, you know, this should be his breakout year, because he didn't really get to play last year due to injury. He didn't get to play last year. So I'm curious about how they're going to do. Lamar, I think he's coming into his final contract year, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I think his final contract year is this year. So we're going to see what to expect out of him. And their defense is still going to be stout. But I'm just wondering about their offense, man. You know, Mark Andrews, of course, you know, he's the GOAT over there. So he's going to be able to get a lot of touches. J.K. Dobbins, like I said, Bateman, Duvernay, actually going to get some PT now. So really, really excited to kind of see what they got cooking up. But the team, you know, you guys know the team I'm most excited for is the Saints. So right here, I actually was looking at X. And right there, I decided just to roll out the pocket, throw it to him. Thank God we didn't throw a pick. But yeah, great blitz by my opponent. I was not expecting him to actually blitz. I thought he was gonna bluff it, but he definitely did send the blitz. But yeah, man, you guys know I'm a Saints fan, man. Come on now, you guys know, you know, I live close by the Big Easy, which is out there in NOLA. So I live close by there, so that's why I'm a Saints. I've been living where I live basically my whole life. I'm not from here, but I live close enough to where you know, I'm a fan of it just because of just being close. You know, that's how I always, you know, as a kid, I just was a Saints fan just because, you know, I used to always go to New Orleans a lot. You know, my stepmom had a lot of family out there, so we would do crawfish boils and stuff like that out there. A lot of little house party type of things that we go to, and especially Mardi Gras. We would go to little Zulu parades a lot. So we was always out there, you know. So that's why I like the Saints, because I just, you know, I almost grew up out there essentially. So right there, we somehow still did not get the first down thing. I don't think we got it. Yeah, that's what I said. It's crazy, man. We just don't get the great animations like everybody else do. But yeah, man, that's why I'm a Saints fan, just because I'm from out there. You know, I'm not from out there, but I am. You know, like I was out there pretty much my whole childhood. So that's why I like to say I'm quote unquote from there, because a lot of people don't know the town I'm in. So the best way to say it is just like, yeah, I grew up around New Orleans area. So anyways, right there, I was hoping I didn't get a penalty because like I wanted to throw my running back route, but the cornerback, even though he run committed, the cornerback just sat perfectly right there. So I was like, wow, you know, so I was not expecting him to just sit right there. So yeah. This is pretty much gonna be wrapping up this video though. It's only a couple more plays on here, but yeah, man, let me know you guys' favorite team, man. Mine's the Saints for sure. So honestly, I really love the Saints this year. Not even being biased or anything. I just feel like they're gonna be able to just, you know, I feel like the Saints are gonna win the Super. Well, I can say Super Bowl. Okay, I won't say that far. I feel like they can make it to the playoffs and make a great push. Because the Saints, we struggle in the playoffs. You know, that's one thing I know about us Saints. We do great in the regular season. We will whoop people's butt in regular season, but when it comes to playoffs, we just fold, man. I don't even want to talk about it. I know y'all gonna bring up the Vikings thing, man. I don't want to talk about it. All right, because I remember being sick that day. But yeah, man, that's gonna pretty much wrap it up for this video, though. I will actually let you guys see that, you know, we did play the next game, and then, you know, you guys will be able to see our record. So I don't want you guys to think, you know, I just don't want you guys to think nothing crazy or something. So I'm gonna show you guys that our record and everything. Like I said, I'm gonna play with the Ravens more than likely until I lose. That's the plan. I don't know if I'm gonna finish through like that, but that's the plan for right now. That we'll play with this Ravens and a scheme until we lose. So that's the game plan. But yeah, man. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, though. I'll let you guys see the other screen too, just so you guys don't, you know, get anything confused. But that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I do hope you have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.